The following is an MTV Cribs special presentation. Girl always looking at me. She wanna kick it with me. She wanna give it to me. She said, all we need is some intimacy.
Welcome back, YouTube. David here. Today I got a new video for you. I'm going to be giving you a tour of my kingdom. But before I get into it, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the bell notification. So, my gym. Don't have to rely on the gym being open. I don't have to worry about it being crowded. And I don't have to wait in line for any machines because it's right here in my backyard. Home gyms. Best thing you can do. So, to start off the tour, this is the main portion of it. This power rack, squat rack, power rack, whatever you want to call it. This section right here is the most used section in the gym. It's where I do all my main lifts. My squatting, my benching, deadlift I could do it just right outside the rack, but regardless, it's also where I store all the weight plates. You see I got the metal ones going along the post right here, and then I got the bumper plates down here. And then I could always adjust where the pin heights would be. So if I want to squat, I put them up here. If I want to bench, I put them down here. And then speaking of bench, I'm sitting on the bench right here. It goes decline, but it doesn't go incline, but whatever. I got a separate bench. We'll get into it sooner. So real good squat rack. Another thing that I like about it is it's customizable to what I need. So what I was able to do was hang a bunch of bars above me right here. And these are mainly the bars that I would use when like inside the rack. So the safety squat bar, I'm never going to use it for something other than squat. So I keep it in the squat rack, so it's easy to just unhook it from those hooks and put it on here instead of putting it on the other side of the gym, trying to walk it fitted into the rack. Got a cambered bar for benching, and then just a regular straight bar that gets used for regular squatting, regular benching. So that was the squat rack that I mainly use. I got another one right here, but this one just has 2 stands, whereas in the other one had the 4 posts. This one's got its own bar, its own spotter arms. We've got a couple of spare plates right here on the ground. So this one's mainly the rack that my girlfriend uses, so we can both squat at the same time, both bench at the same time, whatever it may be. Because since she's vertically challenged, I hate having to set the bar for this height. She squatted this morning on it. You can see how tall it is. I don't want to be having to do practically a full-on half squat just to unrack the bar, then get in position. I'd rather have my own squat rack where the bar is set to my height and not short people height right here. Moving on from the 2 racks, it's actually something that's in between both. Is this small strip of space. This is where I would normally do my deadlifts, my bent over rows, basically any barbell exercises that doesn't require a rack. And also got this machine right here. I built myself a cable crossover machine, cable machine. So you can see right here, I got one pulley pull down, and I could always connect this cable. So that way I can pull from a lower angle. So as you can see right there, the pulley, I just slide on plates on each pin and then just go about whatever exercise I want to do. So it adds a lot of versatility. All the attachments for all these cables are all hanging across the wall right here. I got the ropes and then the standard metal attachments for like pull downs, whatever it may be. Now right behind me, got the dumbbell rack, whiteboard, PR board. So PR standing for personal record. Got all of my records, my girlfriend records, and 2 clients' record all written up there. Whiteboard, any case or anytime I'm doing a video and I need to draw or explain something, or if my girlfriend starts messing around in between videos or in between exercises and she just starts randomly drawing on the board. I mean, you already got her little mark that she drew right here with the chalk. And also, this is all a chalkboard right here. So anytime I want to write something right here on the sides, I can write wherever I want, and by me writing, I mean my girlfriend to graffiti it all up. For dumbbells, I got from 5s all the way up to 65s in 5-pound jumps, and then after that it starts going up by 10-pound jumps all the way from 75s, 85s. Heaviest ones I got are 95s. Now down here, underneath one of the dumbbell racks, I got my blobs. For those who don't know, blobs, real common in the grip strength training world. It's just the cut off ends of dumbbells. It makes it a block weight, makes it hard to pinch and pick up. I got from half of a 35 all the way up to half of a 100. So as you can see right now, I'm sitting on the other bench I have in the gym. Now this one actually is adjustable to go up to incline. So right now I have it on the incline setting. Go down, boom. And this is actually the very first bench I've ever gotten. The very first piece of workout equipment. Got it when I was in middle school. This is what it all started on. So as you can see, it's one of those old school benches. It's meant for like the standard bar with the smaller plates. I can rack it up here. This is typically where I'll do my incline bench, or just basically all my accessory work. If I were to be doing skull crushers, incline bench, if I'm doing one arm rows off a bench, I typically would do it all right here. It's got the attachment for leg extensions and leg curls. It's just not attached right now, but I do have it. And to go with that, if I'm doing whether bench press or the leg attachment right here, I need the weights to go along with it. Pretty sure you caught I said the standard weights. That's what these are. For those who don't know, there's two types of plates. There's Olympic and there's standard. So Olympic are the ones we will normally find at the gym, and then standard are these. So as you can see, one of them has a 2-inch hole, the other one has a 1-inch hole. So for this one, I will have all my standard plates, which are right here on this little cart. I could always roll it around wherever I want. I got 10s, 25s, 50s, 5s, 2.5s. And one thing that I found, which I didn't even know they made, I got 1 1/4 pound plates, but it's a standard one, so they're really small. So anytime I need weights for this particular bench, I'll just pull them off of this rack. So next, moving on now to the other side of the gym. So opposite from the end where the power rack is, got a stationary bike for when I like to think that I do cardio, but honestly it's more just for show. I use it just to hold my iPad, my camera here when I'm not using it. Doesn't get used quite as often as I thought it would be. And then right next to it, it might be harder to see, but I got my back extension machine. So body use, real good. Hook up my feet, one down, back up. Works very well, gets used every lower body session. And then the good thing about it also is it's got these attachments hanging off of it, like the handles. So I can do my dips on here, and I hang a lot of stuff off of it, like chains, bands, jump ropes, drawstring bags, holding other things, just whatever it may be, little things. Next, I got my bars back here right next to the dumbbell rack. So I got hex bars, axle bars, which is just a thicker bar, regular Olympic barbells, multi-rib bar, the standard bars that go with the standard plates that go on that bench that I just talked about. So other little things just hanging in there, like a sledgehammer. And then last bar, it was technically considered a bar, not too sure what it is, but a strongman log. So you see it takes up a lot of room. And they're all hanging off on a barbell vertical storage thing. You just slide the bars in there and keeps them upright. Just saves more space that way. And then down here on the floor, I also got majority of my grip strength training things. And then I want to put them down there because it's right next to the blobs, which are on the dumbbell rack, which is also for grip strength. So I got a 100-pound dumbbell with a real thick handle on it, 2 kettlebells, and then some other metal balls that I use for more grip strength training as well. Right here in this corner, this dark corner that doesn't see too much sunlight, is just my storage shelves, and I keep a lot of the things that, just the little things that I have nowhere else to put, or things that probably don't get used really at all. So on this top shelf, probably the most important thing on the shelf, I should say, mosquito spray. Being that this gym is outdoors, especially during the summer, the mosquitoes are a motherfucker. So I have 4 cans of this stuff lined up. I got the other attachments for the bench, the preacher curl pad, the leg attachment is down there. Right here I got like yoga blocks, rollers to roll up the sore muscles, other foam rollers. The more cable attachments, cones if I choose to do some like, you know, footwork or agility stuff. Battle ropes are all on this shelf right here, you know, the big ropes where you go like that. And then the bottom shelf, I have my big container of chalk. And that's something I forgot. I have a couple of chalk containers all throughout the gym, so wherever I go, if I need to dry my hands, just real quick, open the container, rub some chalk on it. And then I also have like a bag right here hanging. In here I got like some boxing gloves. I have a boxing bag hanging off over there. Pretty sure you saw it earlier. So yeah, this is just a general shelf for just storing little things or other things I just don't get used. And lastly, we got the strongman corner. So this portion of the gym is no longer under the patio. This is just where I keep all the stuff that I don't mind getting wet or beat up by the sun, the rain, whatever it may be, because, you know, it's strongman. It's meant to take a beating. So over there I got my kegs, ranging from 50 pounds all the way to 150 pounds. I got a couple tires back here behind me. and those have some brackets hooked up to it, so I could tie one of the ropes and start pulling them, dragging them, pretty much my own version of a sled. I'm sitting on these steps right here. It's got 3 steps of various heights, so that way if I choose to do step up or maybe some cardio, whatever it may be, I can do it all on here. I got some of my stones back there. You can't really see them right now, but I got an actual Atlas stone 65. I have another thick handle dumbbell, and I got 2 other natural stones for picking from the ground, putting on the shoulder. And then right behind the camera, which is the last bit of strong mess up, is I got 2 tires. A big tractor tire, I think it weighs somewhere around 500 to 600 pounds, not too sure. And then I got a smaller semi-truck tire, which I know for sure that one weighs exactly 110 pounds. And then I also got another kicking bag right here, which sometimes I throw onto my shoulders and I can climb up and down the stairs right here. I got a box that I use for, you know, box jumps or just loading stuff onto it, or just, you know, a general table to hold my water bottle. Some other benches throughout the gym, other wooden attachments like platforms when I want to do deficit deadlifts, calf raise blocks, somewhere here at the gym. There's just a lot of little things I didn't go over, but whatever. Chains are hanging somewhere along here, but I covered mainly the basics. So as you can see, it is pretty big for a home gym, but I built this up over time, and the stuff that I know for sure I would use. I don't have too many machines, like a chest press machine, a leg curl, leg extension machine, leg press. I have the basics. I focus on my compound lifts, my squat, my bench, my deadlift, and all this other stuff is just assistance work to help me with those lifts. I got it all for cheap. The only thing that was bought brand new here was probably that first bench that does go on incline. It's the very first thing that I got. Everything else was used. Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, some things I found out on the street, like the rubber mats that this whole gym is sitting on. Found a bunch of those for free out on the street. The tires for sure were for free. The kegs, I bought them from a frat house. The frat boys didn't want anymore, so they just sold them to me. They were easy. Just, you know, find what you can. You don't have to spend money on brand new plates. Whether it's shiny and brand new or covered in rust like the ones here are, it's still gonna weigh 45 pounds. You don't have to break the bank to get a home gym. Real convenient. You don't have to spend time commuting. You don't have to waste time waiting in line for a machine, and you don't have to deal with the stress of it being so crowded if you're going during busy hours. Real convenient. The only downside is if you're training outside, it can get colder in the winter and it can get hot as fuck during the summer. But oh well, just either layer up or drink enough water. Big deal. So with that being said, if you have other home gyms or other home gym suggestions, things I can make, things that are real cost efficient and save space, comment down below so I can try to find ways to try to grow this, but without taking up too much space. If you haven't already, subscribe to not just this channel, but my girlfriend's channel and our couples accounts together. Instagram, TikTok, same thing. Follow us on both the individual accounts and our couples accounts together. With that being said, I'll catch y'all next time.